Hey everyone, it is Scott here solo. This is my first one and a little info behind the goal of this video. I know Tom and I typically cover MMOs for the most part, but I've mentioned them in a lot of our videos and I'm a huge fan of single player RPGs. I have been since I was a kid. They've kind of been the bread and butter of my gaming experience, my attitude, and just my overall passion for gaming. I wanted to do this segment because number one, Hogwarts, the game that's coming out, is super awesome to me. I cannot wait to play this game, and I kind of wanted to put feelers out and see how maybe some of you reacted to me doing solo videos about RPGs and getting a reaction and a feel for them. With this video, this is the newest gameplay showcase that the developers have put out. I haven't seen it. I only began the video and noticed that they were speaking at first. I did watch that, but I'm gonna start the video right at about the time they start showing their character creation.
Presets, so a lot like
so
other
right
games,
into the character
there's
customization. I've been excited to see this for a long time.
that just kind of get them into like the ballpark of what you want to be, who you want to be, and what you want to change.
Oh man.
And then once you're in that ballpark, all the other tabs let you dial that in, be exactly who you want to be. It's our,
I mean, these look
goal
phenomenal,
with this is to make
just
sure
as a
that
preset.
everyone that
The
fantasizes
graphics
about
are
bringing themselves to the school for the very first time,
truly
that they feel
pretty
like they have the
remarkable.
options you have here.
These are
So
really well done.
You can, now you're just kind of getting into the details. And
When
the
this is the
shape,
first thing
skin
we see
color,
when we go into a
and
game,
then because we knew a lot of people
this is what
going
you
right
wanna
in,
see.
they're going to want it right
Robust
away.
character
It's an option
creation.
later in the game.
Look at that.
So we started. We could
Harry
go
Potter
Harry
glasses.
if you want. Oh man.
All right, Andrew's got some gameplay pulled up for us here. We are starting out, James, there.
So kind of going over it from right to left, on the bottom right is what we call our spell diamond. So those are, everything that you see in it are slottable spells. So we have over 20 slottable spells that you can earn over the course of the game.
Okay.
And that's where the player can place them and use them and access them very quickly. To the top left of that is, you'll see the D-pad, and on the left is an eyeball, and on the right is a bit of a grid.
So if any of you have watched our videos prior to this one, I have mentioned Red Dead Redemption 2 a lot. Partly is I am a fanboy of that game. I love that game with every fiber of my being. I think it's one of the best games ever made, easily. When I first saw Hogwarts, my initial hope was, holy crap, is this gonna be Red Dead in Harry Potter land? So far, I'm getting some vibes of that. Those are big shoes to fill, but it looks like the abilities are slotted like a lot of the weapons that you can do in Red Dead. I like it. So far, my impression is this is creeping upon what I really wanted to get out of this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue, and let's see if more of those elements seem to kind of come into play.
Spells that are used in very specific contexts, or that we just want on the controller at all times. And Ravello is one of those. That's left on the D-pad. What are all the spells and what can we do?
I would like spoilers, but I understand.
No, show me,
But we do want
please.
to make sure there's still some goodies left to share with everyone. And then
Look at the picture.
on the left side, that thing that has the L1 button next to it. That's another thing where we don't want to spoil, but basically
It looks like these dorms are gonna kind of be
that's what you're seeing there. And
your
this is our
player hub, essentially.
Andrew's giving us a good.
We really tried making these low-ceilinged dorms to give you that Badger set.
Yeah.
Gotta admit, I'm feeling the
First thing I
immersion
noticed is
already.
music.
This
The
is
score is amazing. with
quite
this.
nice.
And
Oh,
I'm calling
wow.
out here,
Look at that.
this is unique music that you're hearing for the Hufflepuff
Gorgeous.
Common Room.
Man, I hope exploration
Oh my
is
gosh, that's so awesome. Look at
incredibly important in this game because,
Beautiful design.
man, what
I
fan wouldn't
could
want to
spend,
explore
like,
this
the entire
this
rest of the stream
world?
just in the common room here and talking about it, and I'm sure Boston and James could be like just geeking out over it.
This make me feel like a kid
I
again.
understand.
Not gonna lie.
Whoa, this
So yeah, they're
field guide page is just in Hogwarts.
clearly alluding to exploration. Look at that, and I'm sure it's
Circular
all the
each
portraits.
zone, so to
And I
speak,
did
has
notice
its
the blue
own
flame just ignites
exploration
right there.
percentage to
So
fill up.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fast travel points there.
Oh, that's familiar.
Half-hour
Look at that.
classes. We had to.
And we're going out. Look at that.
This is where the students would normally
Very
kind of
nice.
congregate, just to kind of chill out, play, meet each other outside of the Great Hall before and after meals.
I like that
love the way
the exploration looks smooth and there's no loading screen between going out a door or anything. I was worried it might be a little linear, but so far,
you'll notice a bridge over there. That's a place you can go to and cross.
it seems pretty open reign.
It's a place that you can visit.
Wow.
We put a lot of effort into making it feel really alive.
I know they kind of mentioned like a light side, dark side type element too.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
So it'll be fun to see that play out.
In fact,
It does have a Bioware vibe to it.
This is one of my favorite.
And not that that's a bad thing at all. Bioware is one of the best story game creators for quite a while.
It was very iconic, very unique to anywhere else in the castle.
One thing RDR2 did well was the organic feeling in the quests. Of course, there were cutscenes like this. There were moments where you could talk to NPCs like this, but there was also a lot of random encounters that didn't seem to take you out of the open world feel. You didn't have to click a button to engage in a conversation. The conversation just kind of came to you. And then even though the choices weren't always there every time, you still felt like it was natural to the flow of the game. And they might just be showcasing these dialogues to kind of show us how quests are given, but if that random organic quest comes up, I think it can add a layer to the game that's just incredibly immersive.
And combos in
Oh,
a
there's
big
a
way. in
dueling
new
club.
way. For me personally, this was where the game like really starts to
Yes.
open up.
So we've set up a training dummy, and this is kind of an activity where you're supposed to execute according to
Oh, here we go.
the iconography. There's certain spells what the wizards kind of like to use, just kind of fling. Andrew's using one now. And you trigger that by tapping R2 on your controller. So you can see in the corner R2 to attack on the person that you're comboing.
Back into gameplay here. Andrew's gonna pretty handily finish these
Spidey
other
sense.
students off here. Win this
Look how
duel.
fast it is.
Yeah, we
Oh,
really
you
felt
can
like
deflect.
we really felt like in the movies, there's almost like a
What a nice touch.
kind of like a
All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap up there. Just kind of put my thoughts together. So overall, I'm even more excited than I was. This gameplay reveal showed me a lot of what I was hoping for, and I'm glad to see it. The combat actually looks a lot better than I was anticipating. That was probably my biggest question going into it, is how would you really make a wand and these spells feel engaging so much? We've seen the movies and it's pretty straightforward, but I got a good mage sense, like a mage archetype that you'd play in a game. The exploration looks like it's there. The environment is simply amazing. I can't wait to go explore. Being a fan of the books, the movies, whichever you are, really will kind of echo the experience you had. And I'm looking forward to that nostalgic aspect of it as well. I started reading these books when I was probably 13 or 14. I've always loved the stories. I think they're just phenomenal. They're engaging, they're emotional. And within the last year, I've actually watched all the movies with my children as well. And I've just had the opportunity to experience that feeling all over again. And now to have the game to experience it once more, when it's my own character, I mean, wow. I'm blown away. I'm excited. I think this has a lot of potential. I always get worried about overhyping a game because as gamers, we've been let down quite a bit in the last 3 to 5 years, I'd say. But as I mentioned, these developers look passionate. They look excited, proud, and honestly, they look like they know we're gonna love the game. And I'm just excited. I know a lot of people have been covering Hogwarts, but I'd be interested to kind of see what you guys are thinking. Are you excited about the same things? Do you feel like they missed anything? And just kind of give me your thoughts on it. I'm excited to hear and share in this with anybody who else is a fan. And also, if you could, let me know if you like this segment. I would like to very much make this kind of a staple, and I might even talk to Tom and consider doing a playthrough of this, and maybe a live stream or just a let's play, and bring you guys on the journey with me. I personally enjoy the interaction that we've gotten on this channel. I know it's still relatively small, but we started this to share in our experience and our passion for gaming. And when you guys are involved with us, it makes us feel a lot more I guess, successful in bringing that passion and interaction together. So I'm gonna brainstorm with Tom a little bit, see what we can maybe pull out, and yeah, this game's right around the corner, and I just can't wait. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you next time. Later.